is tough. He looks like he's going to be kicking a lot of butts. As a matter of fact, he kind of reminds me of us. Oh, what a rush.
Sid Justice, we've got one opening left, baby, in the Heart Organization.
And you might even qualify. All you gotta be is as nasty as you wanna be.
You better watch out, you better subscribe, better not shout, I'll tell you why. Sycho Sid is coming to town.
Well, the skeptics and all the people have a little bit of... Let me do this again. Oh, it's live, Hal.
And I have half the brain that you do. Trying to make me look like a jackass. Folks, old hacksaw Jim Duggan. I've been checking out this Sid Justice just like everybody else. And there's two things I admire about him. He's a tough guy, he's an American, and just like hacksaw Jim Duggan, he stands for the good old USA. Ho!
With the size and power of Sid Justice, he could easily become another one of us. A natural disaster.
Yeah, can you imagine? A volcano.
It's time once again to get our sitting on. Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of the Life and Times of, I don't know shit to the Life and Times of Sycho Sid. This is the 12th edition. I am your host, Brent Piles, and the person who is always with me to do the sit along is another man. We got a lot of citizens that we're making up now. It's the sit along, and Glenn, the I bet GA Wrestle Nuts here with me for the sit along. Glenn, how you doing today?
Oh, that's excellent. I like that. Yep. We're going to have a little bit of a sit-along.
I just made that up right now. I didn't have that planned or anything. I just made it up right now. So
they're the best ones.
Usually, it's currently, Wednesday when we're recording this, but on Thursday when people will be able to hear the sound of my voice, it will be Black Friday here in the United States. So we hope that everyone out there had a wonderful Turkey Day, even if you had to spend it with your annoying family members who only want to talk about politics. I still hope that you enjoyed yourself. Luckily for me, I don't have any family, so I didn't have to go anywhere and talk to anyone, and that's why Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. I get to eat, and I don't have to buy anybody nothing.
If our viewers and listeners do have big families, I don't normally plug this podcast, but go and find in their back catalogue the Booking the Territory. That's not Unbooking the Territory. This is the guys from Booking the Territory. Mike Mills, Doc, and Hardbody Harper. And they did an episode on Thanksgiving. And they do a whole thing of what you should give thanks for. Stand up and give thanks for. It's absolutely hilarious. And I heartily recommend people go and find that. It's Booking the Territory. You can find them on all your usual podcast outputs of choice.
Yeah, I've listened to a few of their shows, and those guys are pretty goddamn entertaining. So, especially if you're an old school wrestling fan, they do a lot of old school wrestling reviews. So definitely check that out if you don't already. But yeah, so Sid now, Glenn, is debuting in the World Wrestling Federation. And we were talking off air about how we both had completely forgot that his entrance into the WWE, WWF was just to be a special guest referee at SummerSlam 1991, which I completely forgot about that. I think you said the same, right?
Yeah, it's really strange that they get this beast in from WCW who is so over, it's untrue, as we found out. And they stick him in a couple of untelevised segments, attacking the Mountie for one, and then beating up Ted DiBiase in his first match.
Yeah.
You're not televised. You got Even back in 1991, you got Ted DiBiase. If you're going to introduce a monster to beat him up, at least have it on telly.
Yeah, you might as well put it on TV. Yeah. So I actually have a couple of videos. One is where he's going to be announced as the special guest referee to Sergeant Slaughter and his team. And then another is where he'll also talk to Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior. So I'm going to play the one where he talks to the heel team first, and then I'm going to show the one where he talks to the baby faces. So here we go.
Would you like to meet that special guest referee?
By all means, I want to meet that special referee for SummerSlam, the match made in hell.
Here he is, special guest referee for the handicap tag, Sid Justice.
Wow, my goodness! Hot Rod, I thought you were getting up and walking from the broadcast booth. I thought it was going to be you as a guest referee. Wait a minute, these guys are applauding. I guess we know now where Sid Justice stands in this whole thing. Presenting arms to Sid Justice.
Welcome to the core, Sid Justice. I am not a part of your core. I am not a part of your core. I am a part of no one's core. I will be at SummerSlam for one reason. To see that justice is served.
Justice will be served. There he is, the guest referee for the tag match at SummerSlam.
So, Glenn, I got to ask you a question. Who do you think would win in a screaming contest, Sid or Sergeant Slaughter? You want to talk about yelling and spit flying?
Sid. He nearly blew Slaughter away there.
He really did.
It was a stream at him.
He really did, and I don't know why he felt the need to tell Slaughter and the Iron Sheik or whatever they're calling him now. He wasn't in either one of their cores because they're both in the same core. So just one guy telling one guy that would suffice. But
yeah, especially at that volume, even over that crowd, you can.
Good
Again,
Lord!
How over was he with the crowd? They went bananas.
They did. They went ape shit, and so let's see what he has to say when he talks to the babyface team. So let's have a look at that.
SummerSlam, Sid Justice.
Well, now this will be most interesting.
I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
Now, this man obviously is not going to be favoring Sergeant Slaughter. At least that's what he said. He's going to favor these two. There's a nice start there with those guys. Whoa! There we go!
What I've seen here this week, this may not be a handicap match in SummerSlam after all.
What are you trying to insinuate, little man? That I might be partial to this man, who I might believe in. And then again, I might not. And this man, who shows me intensity almost at the same level as Sid Justice. But everybody can be assured of one thing. At SummerSlam, I will be there for one reason, and one reason only. To see that justice is served.
Well, there we go.
Yes, I think justice is going to be served.
I'd heard that. I think that's the rumor, Glenn, is that justice will be served at SummerSlam. At the SummerSlam. He didn't say the SummerSlam.
No, he didn't
So
say
got it all wrong.
I mean,
If you don't know why we're saying that, see the newest episode of War into Attitude, and you'll know why we're saying that. So he's going to be the special guest referee. He's also going to be involved in the whole Macho Man Elizabeth situation too, but we're going to get into that whole storyline next week. I've got a whole thing set up for it, so that'll be in the 13th episode. But now, Glenn, it's finally time to get to a match. It's his debut match, and he is taking on Kato.
Mhm.
You'll remember from the Orient Express, I think Kato was in, right?
He's not the Pink Panther one. Then.
No, it's probably Paul Diamond, I think is who it is under the mask. But all right. So here we go. We got Mr. Fuji bringing Kato down to the ring. He's a masked man.
Mhm.
I mean, he looks good.
To hide the fact that he's not really Oriental.
Well, yeah. Well, neither one of these guys are really Oriental. Mr. Fuji's from Hawaii.
That's
Just
not
like
a gimmick
most things
that
in
they
wrestling.
use very often.
What'd you say?
That's not a gimmick they use very often.
No, never.
Take
All
some
right, here he
off the
comes.
islands and make them Oriental.
Yeah, they haven't been doing that for years. I remember when Rusev came out, I had to look. I was like, is he really from Bulgaria or is he fucking from
Yeah.
Memphis? No. he's just-
Yeah.
All right, here comes a man who is not from Memphis. Well, I think he's from Arkansas. I think he was from West Memphis, Arkansas, which is very confusing. But I could have that totally wrong.
No, you're right. West Memphis, Arkansas.
Oh, goddamn pal. There you go. Big, I mean, huge reaction with the crowd. He looks great. I mean, what's not to love?
Exactly.
Okay, they'll try to do the sneak attack. That's another thing they've been doing in wrestling for years. The Asian guys do the sneak attacks.
Yeah.
They don't do that so much anymore, but when I was the kid, that was absolutely every time.
I don't know. Shinsuke does it a lot.
That's true. That is true. Oh, I mean, now he's in trouble. Apparently, he's never watched any of the show, Glenn, and doesn't realize he's been doing that.
Just think yourself lucky that you're big enough that you're not going to get helicoptered.
That's true. He probably would. I mean, he might be able to helicopter him, but it would be tough. Jesus Christ. Slams him into the turnbuckles here. Is he going to...
Yeah, definitely get the choke slam, though.
Well, he's choking him for a while. Oh, God. Good elevation on that one.
Oh, he owes him money.
Oh, probably.
We've seen him put down proper jobbers. It's softer than that.
Yet so dumb, sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong. You are starting to behave like a tourist. You don't know what you're looking for or which way to turn.
Uh-oh.
And that's not a good thing to do when you're sticking around with people like us.
Oh, no. He's like a tourist, Glenn. I think. He just put him over the barricade, didn't he? Let's go back.
Yeah, there he goes.
This is seriously a Sid special because this is the same match we've watched a bunch of times over again.
Yeah.
He throws you in the corner, chokeslams you, tosses you outside, drops you across the guardrail, brings you in. He'll probably hit a big boot here, and then he'll drop him with a few extra kicks. He said, "You're not supposed to get this much offense, dumbass."
There's the big boot. He didn't say that. He blocked it.
Now he's gonna have to pay for it.
Yep.
Here we go, and boom! That was a nice powerbomb. Not so bad. Yeah. And there we go. The fans are going apoplectic here. They're going berserk, but it's not the berserker. So Sid is victorious in his first match against poor Kato.
Yeah, he said, "So that I'll go back to Japan."
Or wherever it is he's actually from.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's get a replay of this vicious chokeslam. Jeez Louise. Ooh! That chokeslam was stiffer than the powerbomb, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, powerbomb wasn't so bad.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all.
So he is the master and the ruler of the world, and he may be the master and the ruler of the WWE because he is the winner of this match.
Natural disasters? You calling Sid Justice a volcano? You got it all wrong, man. Because at any time, he can erupt right in your face. Because Sid Justice is a bad dude, but he's real good.
Slaughter's rules, brother, and with the special referee in the middle of the ring. I just hope he doesn't get in the way. I just hope he isn't biased towards Slaughter because he could be the first victim. What you gonna do?
I got another match here against the big bully Bursker. You remember this guy, Glenn? Bursick? Maybe I'm saying his name wrong.
Yeah.
Big mustache gentleman. I believe he is managed by Harvey Whippleman. So we're going to put that one up on the screen, and we'll see how long this mustached man is going to last. What do you think, Glenn? You think he's got a while in him?
It's going to be very long.
I don't think so either. That is quite a mustache, though.
There is a bushy moustache.
Is he a British guy?
Not that I know of.
Okay. He just looks like he might be. Oh, he's in the red. I like the red trunks, but I don't really like the red singlet on Sid. This is a better look for him, I think. Justice will be served, Glenn. Did you hear, Glenn?
Yeah, I had heard that somewhere.
That's a big fucking guy, though. Look at him. Jesus.
He's rather wide.
Good Lord. Look at the agility of the big man here, hopping right up on the apron. Ironic that Harvey Whippleman was his manager in Memphis, and he'll be his manager here soon, too. Which is interesting. Oh, God.
He sees what he's done to this poor sap and thought, I better manage him before it kills me.
Oh God! Sid is not wasting any time. He goes a shoulder at him. Now he's going to hit the choke slam again. Good elevation on the choke slam here. Better than he gets from the Jarvis and WCW. That's for sure.
They don't. These guys realize and sell it a bit better.
Yeah, those guys didn't even leave the ground. He would just throw them over. Is he going to hit the powerbomb already? He's going to make quick work.
He's making quick work of him.
That's what Sid thinks of bullies.
Go 1, 2, and it's all done and dusted.
That's it. Go get some mustache cream, motherfucker.
Or the mustache man.
Sid done defeated the mustache. Oh, come on, Harvey, you fucking idiot. You know better than that.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, you dummy? Whatever happens to Harvey Whippleman, he absolutely deserves it.
Oh, cool.
I hope he fucking hurricane. I hope he fucking helicopters him. Come on, do it, Sid. Hit him.
And you can do it, Sid.
Come on. I don't even think that's probably a real fucking beard. I bet that's fake. I bet that's a fake beard that he's got on. Come on, Sid. Hit him already.
Good, Sid. Good.
Hit him. Don't make me. Oh, God.
He's out of there.
Somebody better check Harvey's underpants.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that pale blue suit.
Yeah, it's stained brown, at least to be in the back, if you know what I mean. So Sid wins again, this time against Big Bully Brisker, and he made Harvey Whippleman chip. So there is that. So that's the end of that one.
Sid Justice, 6'9", 317 pounds. I don't know the guy. I don't know if he is. I don't know if he isn't. But I'm dying to see. Sid Justice, you're just the man I've been looking for. With your size and intensity, you're a prime candidate for my chief tax collector. And you know what? That means you tax cheats out there wouldn't be able to cheat one more day.
I got one more promo, Glenn, where he kind of talks a little bit about what he thinks the Macho Man should be doing right now to take care of his woman. So we'll hear that. And then we'll get into our very last match of the evening where he takes on Colonel Mustafa. All right, so here we go.
You know, Macho Man, he is where he should be right now. He is at his lady's side. And I know in due time he will take care of the situation his own way. But you, Undertaker, and you, Roberts, have to be dealt with now. And justice will be served.
It's going to be served, man.
Nice.
That was a very good promo.
That was good. Because he wasn't yelling and screaming, he was menacing.
Yeah, it was short and sweet and to the point.
Mm.
Yeah, so yeah, really good promo from Sid. Probably the best promo we're ever going to see him have, maybe.
Yeah.
At least unless not in the comedic fashion. All right, so here we go. The last match from this episode, we are going to watch him take on Colonel Mustafa. Which I also think it's laughable to call Colonel Mustafa, a 60-year-old Iron Sheik and 50-year-old Sergeant Slaughter facing fucking jacked ass steroid Hulk Hogan, jacked ass steroid Ultimate Warrior as a handicap match. No. I'd say that's pretty a fucking fair match if you ask me. As a matter of fact, I think the team with 3 is undermanned.
The Bushwhacker Sheik.
Yeah, what was that about? He looks like give him some overalls and he's in the Bushwhackers.
Yeah.
There we go. The fans do not like him, but I'm not surprised. Here comes Big Sid, and the fans are very excited, especially the little boy in the crew neck sweatshirt. He was hype. There we go. Old Sid Vicious. So you think Colonel Mustafa is definitely going to win this match by Kevin McClellan, you think?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't think so, though.
I think it seems like the most likely scenario at the end of this thing.
I think this is going to be two more mustachioed men that are going to meet their justice.
Their justice is going to be served. I heard a rumor that Sid hates mustaches. So if you're wrestling a guy with a mustache, you are in trouble. He also hates guys with spiked boots and people who wear military outfits that aren't in the military.
That's the other thing, isn't it? Why is he still wearing his chic boots?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good point, Glenn. That's a really good point. Oh, and now he's
they're not exactly military issue, are they? Even for the Turkish charming.
No, so like I mean, my dad was in the military, my brother was in the military. Never saw them wear boots like that. Holy cow! Well, that was quick.
It's all over and done with.
I gotta say, I thought it was gonna go longer than that. I really did. I think it was gonna be 6 seconds. I think fucking SG Jones versus King Kong Bundy.
Hang on, we're not finished yet.
Oh, you dumbass! Here we go. Rip that stupid suit off of him. That's what I want.
2 for the price of 1.
Oh, he's gonna break his neck. Like I remember Zeus used to do that to Hulk Hogan when I was a child, and I would cry because I was like 4. Oh, here we go. The fans are going. They're like fucking powerbomb this Iraqi sympathizer.
Yep.
I'm not. That's just what he was. Okay. Oh, he landed hard on his arm too. You don't want to try to catch yourself with your arm there. That's not.
No, you go flat back as best you can. You try.
Not to stick your arms out there because you don't want them to break. So Sid, now the people are going crazy. There's Sid signs everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see the. I thought we were going to hear him talk, but we didn't. One more power bomb to Iron Sheik, whatever his name is. I'm not calling him whatever that is. He's the fucking Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
These guys are real gut heavy. You know what I mean? They've been drinking a lot of beer, I think.
Yeah.
Sid Vicious. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. You know that song, Glenn?
I do.
By Salt and Pepper?
Yep. What a man, what a man, what a mighty good man.
That's actually a pretty goddamn good song. But anyway, that is it for Sid's debut in the World Wrestling Federation. Next week, Glenn, we're going to talk more about his helping with the feud between, the Macho Man Randy Savage, Jake Roberts, and The Undertaker. We'll get a little backstory with that. We'll hear about how Sid feels about what happened at the wedding reception. We will then see Sid take on The Undertaker in a matchup. That'll be fun. And then we're going to see Sid on the funeral parlor. And then he will also be taking on the Brooklyn Brawler. So be on the lookout for that in episode 13.
Mm-hmm. And I've got a little bit of a story about that. Sid and Undertaker at this time.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love a little story, so that's always good to hear. So I think that's it. That's all. We are going to ride out of here with this episode of Sitting. The only thing left to do is for Glenn to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, all the skeptics and all the people that have a little bit of... Let me do this again.
Oh, it's live, pal.
And I have half the brain that you do.